Hello and welcome everyone. This is a new video presentation given by the CAFN department where we are pleased to introduce a new activity which is called meter reading activity. This new activity was added in order to digitize the process of taking down the readings of the meters in your sites and to get rid of the manual paperwork. So how to use this new feature or activity and how to take the readings using your PDA devices? Well, we can demonstrate the whole process step by step together. So first things first, we have the main page over here. You click on activities and then you will find the new activity which is called meter reading activity. You click on it. This will appear. So currently it's loading. Yeah, so we have here the first one in green, planned reading, second one in blue, unplanned reading, and third one in red, reassigned tasks. Planned reading is basically the readings that are taken as per the schedule for each site. So most sites, for example, they take the readings at the end of the month for the shops or the tenants for your billing purposes. So this is where you'll find automatic tasks that are sent to your PDAs depending on the schedule, if it's daily or monthly or even weekly. The second one is in blue. You can see it's called unplanned reading, and it's basically the random reading that you can take at any time for an individual meter. So if for any reason you want to know the reading for one of the meters in your site, you can simply click on this and you can take the reading for an individual meter by scanning the barcode, and then the system identifying the meter itself and then you inserting the value or the reading. The last one is reassigned task. This is that are reassigned due to incorrect readings taken by the technician, where the supervisor or the engineer can reassign the reading schedule task to the PDA, and the technician can simply reinsert the correct value. Let's start together first with planned. So over here you can see planned meter reading. We have scheduled task list. So readings will be coming to your PDAs as scheduled task. So for example, let's go to this task over here. You'll find the details, the task ID. Over here the problem, planned meter reading. And then if you scroll down, you'll find all details. You'll find even the details of this meter, the asset code, the asset description, and then you click on next. Then you click on start work. Yes. And then we assign the resource or the person who's going to be taking the readings. So over here we can just select this example, test. We can now assign this resource, and then you click on back. Then you click on child assets. So basically, child assets are the individual meters that are grouped together depending on their functionality or on their location. So over here we have two meters that are grouped under one parent asset. So we can take the readings for each meter over here. So let's go to this one. First meter over here we have. Then you can find, for example, here you can find the meter number, the description of the meter, the previous reading date, the previous reading. So after scrolling down, you can see that we can scan the barcode, we can take the reading, and we can take the picture of the reading. So in our case, we just take the reading. But before we do that, let's take the picture together. So always make sure that you take the correct reading, including the decimal point, the integer. So after we took the reading, you can save the value. It shows the pop-up window, meter reading saved. So after you take the reading, it's completed, you can see for the child asset, one of them is green, which means it's taken. Now we will continue to the second one, and we will continue with the same process. And you save. Now after you completed all the child assets, or all the readings for all the child assets, or meters in our case, you click on back, and then you can complete the task. So you confirm, and it's done. So it takes you back to the plan meter reading page, which shows you that the task is done. So last but not least, we will come to the last option we have here in meter reading activity, and it's called here, as you can see, reassign tasks. This is for cases where an incorrect or an illogical reading was taken by the technician on site. So in cases where the previous reading is higher than the current reading, or if the value is fluctuating or way very much higher or lower than the previous reading, it will send a notification to the engineer on site by email, informing him of the meter itself, the asset code, and the details, and the reading taken by the technician and the previous reading, so that the engineer can confirm whether the value updated by, or the meter reading updated by the technician is correct, or if it's not, to be updated with the correct value, or or the task will be reassigned to the PDA in order to take another reading that will be hopefully correct. So how do you do it? We will just take it together. So first, let's show you the notification the engineer. So this in front of us, we have a sample of a warning or a notification for incorrect or a deviated value. So the system simply detects through these two mechanisms. If the value, the current reading, is lower than the previous reading, then this is of course logically incorrect. And in cases where the value is way higher than expected than the previous reading, also it will send you a notification with all the details of the latest reading. So below you can see all the details given: the asset code, the meter description, the meter number, the asset type, the meter type, and the current reading, and the current reading and the previous reading with their timings taken when they were taken. So the action to be taken, the first thing that the engineer needs to do is simply check the photo taken and compare it with the value that the technician provided, or the meter reading. So in our case, the photo is not clear due to the angle of the picture that was taken by the technician. So the values are not comprehensible in such case. So in such case, what the engineer needs to do is simply reassign it to the technician. So here we have in front of us the task we want to reassign due to the incorrect reading. So you have the previous reading that was taken. As you can see, the task is completed. All you have to do is just go to events. So in this case, we have the photo was not clear. So we will reassign the task to the technician himself in order to take or to redo the reading and have the correct photo taken. So all we have to do is just click on event, clear on new event, and simply type no clear photo, task to be sent back to FSI group. So you just click on save and close, and this will simply reassign the task to the technician. It will take a couple of minutes and you'll see the status will be changed also. So here you can see the status has changed to assigned, which means it was reassigned. So if we go back to the PDA, just keep in mind the task ID. Here we have it's test 1593. So going back to the PDA device that we've reassigned the meter reading task to, we just have to click on reassign tasks. And all the technician needs to do is simply click on the task ID, and here it is, 1593. So just like the old process that we went through, all he has to do is to retake the picture and put the corresponding value or the meter reading and close the task. So this is one of the options to do in cases where an incorrect reading is taken. So let's check together another scenario where the photo is clear and of course the meter reading value taken was incorrect. So in this case, you simply, after receiving the notification, you just simply enter the correct meter reading from the picture, taking it of course from the picture. So for example, let's see this one. We have this meter reading value, and as you can see, the value, the current reading, it says 3019. It's clear that it shows 4755.6, I believe. So all you have to do is simply go to the task. So here we have the task that we want to take the correct reading for, or adjust the reading, judging from the picture that was taken. So sometimes, like we explained before, the technician can take an incorrect reading, even though he's taking the the picture of the meter reading, but the value that is inserted for one reason or another is not corresponding to the value on the picture. So in such cases, the engineer has to just update from his system after receiving the notification. So we have the task here in front of us, and the reading value here, it says 14.44, but if we check the picture, it says 4755.6. So all the technician or the engineer has to do is simply go to events, and add a new event, and just type corrected meter reading. Always make sure, and in the comments or in the events body, to write down the correct value. So always make sure to just put numbers in this box and no values like kilowatt or amperes or volts. To just type the number. So using the picture again, we can see the value is corresponding, and simply close and save. So you can see this is an event, corrected meter reading, and within short time the value will be adjusted and the reading will be corrected. So there is another final case where we call it the false warning case, where you will receive a notification for a deviated value or an incorrect meter reading taken, but in actual there is no incorrect value taken. The technician took the correct value, but simply the system may have sensed or felt that the deviation is too high, but it's actually what is on site. So in such cases, all you have to do, as you can see in the third scenario, where if the photo is clear and the current reading is corresponding and similar to the value in the photo, all you have to do is just simply ignore this email, and no need to take any action further. So that's it for reassign task. So now that we have figured how to take the readings on the devices, it's time for us to learn how we can extract the data that was taken. So using your CAFM system that you see in front, you can simply extract a report for your contract or site. You simply go here on modules. Okay, you click on crystal reports. And then you find a list of reports with different names. In the name section, you just type star meter, and you find this report. Its reference is REP 10680, and then you double click. You select your contract, and you select the date range. and then you simply run the report. So you select also the format that you want to extract. Let's take it as Excel. So as you can see, here you have the meter description. It's the asset code, when the reading date, the value for all the meters that were the reading was taken for. So as you can see, now it's we've learned how to take the readings on the devices and also how we can check the data that was taken on these devices. So finally, the whole purpose of this new activity meter reading is due to the fact that currently CAFM is integrated with Hubgrade, or formerly known as Energy Saving Center, ESC. And therefore this means that for the non-connected meters, you can take the reading using the devices or PDAs, whereas for the connected ones, the data is available in real time with Energy Saving Center, or currently known as Hubgrade. So the whole picture or the full data will be with Hubgrade, and in case you have any more inquiries or things to discuss, feel free to contact the Hubgrade team. Yeah, and that's it. Have a nice day. And remember to stay safe. Goodbye, and see you next time.